Hey there, fellow history buffs and anyone who enjoys a good old-fashioned power imbalance. Let's travel back to medieval England for a hot minute. Picture this: lords and ladies, knights in shining armor, and peasants. Lots and lots of peasants. These peasants, the backbone of the feudal system, toiled tirelessly on land they didn't own. They were at the mercy of their landlords, the all-powerful nobles who controlled everything. These landlords dictated the terms of their existence, from the crops they grew to the taxes they paid. Sound familiar? It should, because something eerily similar is happening right now in America. This isn't your history teacher's lecture, folks. This is about the creeping reality of neo-feudalism, where corporations and billionaires are the new lords of the manor and we, the people, are at risk of becoming 21st century serfs. Buckle up, because things are about to get real. Gone are the days of knights and castles. But the feudal system, in all its unequal glory, is getting a modern makeover. Today, it's not about owning people. It's about owning the very ground they live on. And corporations, with their bottomless pockets and insatiable appetites, are leading the charge. We're talking Wall Street fat cats buying up single-family homes, BlackRock gobbling up entire neighborhoods, and private equity firms turning farmland into their own personal monopoly board. These corporate behemoths are the new feudal lords, and their power is growing by the day. They're not interested in building communities or providing affordable housing. They're in it for one thing: profit. And the more land they accumulate, the more they can dictate the terms for everyone else. It's a simple equation, really. More land equals more power. And right now the scales are tipped dramatically in their favor. Remember that whole land of the free thing? Yeah, about that. The American dream, that deeply ingrained notion of owning a piece of this great nation, is starting to feel more like a pipe dream. For generations, owning a home represented freedom, stability, and a shot at building generational wealth. But the dream is slipping through the fingers of everyday Americans. Why? Because corporate giants are buying up starter homes and turning them into rentals, squeezing out families and individuals who are struggling to get a foothold. This isn't just about houses either. It's about farmland, the lifeblood of our nation. As corporations buy up vast swaths of agricultural land, they control what's grown, how it's grown, and who profits. And guess what? It's not the small farmers or the American consumer who are reaping the rewards. Wall Street's land grab farms, houses, and the future of ownership. Let's talk specifics, shall we? Because this isn't some dystopian fantasy. It's happening right now in your backyard. Take Invitation Homes, a company that swooped in after the 2008 housing crisis, snapping up foreclosed homes and turning them into rentals. They now own over 80,000 homes, making them America's biggest landlord. Or how about Bill Gates, who, when he's not busy being a tech genius and philanthropist, has quietly amassed the largest private farmland portfolio in the US. He owns over 270,000 acres, an area larger than some small countries. These are just two examples in a sea of corporate land grabs. From BlackRock's residential real estate empire to the countless acres of farmland being gobbled up by investment firms, the trend is clear. The rich are getting richer, and they're doing it by owning more and more of America. Renters for life, the crushing weight of corporate landlords. So, what happens when corporations become the dominant landlords? Spoiler alert, it's not pretty. Renters are at the mercy of these corporate giants, often facing sky-high rents, neglected repairs, and a general disregard for their well-being. These companies are beholden not to their tenants but to their shareholders, whose primary concern is profit. This creates a vicious cycle where more and more Americans are priced out of homeownership, forced to become lifelong renters. They're trapped in a system where they pour their hard-earned money into the pockets of corporations, with little hope of ever owning a piece of the pie themselves. This isn't just about individual struggles, it's about the erosion of the American middle class. Homeownership has long been the primary driver of wealth creation for everyday Americans, but as that path becomes increasingly unattainable, the gap between the haves and have-nots widens, threatening the very fabric of our society. Breaking the chains, reclaiming the American dream of ownership. Okay, before you grab your pitchforks and torches, although tempting, let's talk solutions. Because this isn't a done deal. We can fight back against neo-feudalism, but it's going to take a collective effort. We need policies that discourage corporate land hoarding, like increased property taxes on massive land holdings and regulations that limit the number of homes corporations can own in a single area. We need to empower local communities to prioritize affordable housing options and give individuals a fighting chance to become homeowners. This isn't just about economics, it's about fairness, opportunity, and the soul of America. The American dream was built on the idea that anyone, regardless of their background, could achieve success through hard work and determination. But that dream is dying, crushed under the weight of corporate greed. It's time to reclaim the American dream and ensure that it remains a reality for generations to come. Get involved, speak up, and let's take back our land, one house, one farm, one community at a time.